In a small town, legend has it that a family disappeared without a trace from this very house, leaving behind only whispers of their fate. As the days turned into weeks, strange occurrences began to plague the remaining townsfolk, rumors of ghostly whispers echoing through the empty halls. Those brave enough to approach the house at night reported hearing soft cries and the sound of footsteps echoing, as if the family was still trapped within its walls. One stormy night, a group of friends dared each other to enter the house, their laughter fading into nervous silence as they stepped inside. As they ventured deeper, darkness enveloped them, and one by one, they began to hear whispers, names being called from the shadows. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone. The very air thickened with despair, pulling them into a vortex of terror. In a desperate attempt to flee, they staggered through the house, but the doors seemed to shift and close off their only escape. As the whispers grew louder, revealing secrets of the family's dark past, they realized that some doors cannot be closed once opened. With every heartbeat, the reality of their situation became clearer. They had awakened something that had long been buried within those walls. Desperation turned to dread as they realized the house had become a living entity, intent on claiming them as part of its tragic story. In that moment of terror, as the house seemed to breathe around them, one eerie thought united their minds. They might never leave, just as the family before them. As the reality of their fate settled in, they understood that they had become part of the house's sorrowful legacy, destined to join the lost souls trapped within. In a final act of defiance, they reached for each other, determined to face whatever fate awaited them together, but the darkness closed in like an unbreakable shroud. With a final haunting whisper, the house swallowed their screams, leaving only silence in the echoing void where they once stood. Days later, when the townsfolk approached the house, they found only stillness and shadows, the friends' laughter replaced by the lingering silence of the forgotten. Though their bodies were never found, the legends grew, speaking of the house that claimed souls, eternal in its sorrow and mystery. As the years went by, the house stood untouched, a grim monument to those who dared to enter, forever etched in the lore of the town. And though many spoke of the horrors within, a new generation grew bold, drawn to the legends like moths to a flame, unaware of the shadows that awaited them. As twilight descended, excitement mingled with apprehension. They knew the stories but felt invincible, unaware that history had a way of repeating itself. With each step deeper into the haunted corridors, the whispers of the past seemed to awaken, stirring the restless spirits that waited in the shadows.